Alright everybody, welcome back to another edition of James Draws Everything, drawing every country's flag in the world. And you've been saying, James, Israel, Finland, Canada, those are, countries we already know about. You should do one of the oddball countries again. And I say to that, again, this is my channel. I call the shots here. But just because you guys are nice, you guys are liking, commenting, and subscribing, I will honor your request. So today, we are going to go back into the Caribbean, and we're going to do Barbados. So Barbados is kind of more in the southern area of the Caribbean, closer to South America than it is to the the United States. Small island. It was actually uninhabited until 1627 when the British arrived. So there was no indigenous population there. Which is kind of different than, like the islands of Hispaniola and Jamaica, which, already had the indigenous Taino population there before European powers arrived. So that makes Barbados kind of unique. And speaking of unique, I do think that they actually have a pretty cool flag. And I will get to that as I draw. So James, what was going on in Barbados after the British arrived? Well, they did bring African slaves there because Barbados, in that time in the 17th century, was the strongest country economically as far as like the sugar trade. So rum, sugar, molasses, you wanted any of that, you went to Barbados. And still to this day, probably some of the best rum in the world comes from that area. All right, so this is another like tricolored flag. So it's got blue bands on each side. So I'm just kind of gonna do those real quick here. Standard sized rectangular flag. Yeah, so the sugar economy, it actually kind of dropped off during the colonial period. The British, as they started losing their influence in the Western Hemisphere, not just because of the United States, but more in like the West Indies, the Caribbean as well. Modern day, Haiti, Dominican Republic, and Hispaniola, and then also Jamaica. They kind of overtook the sugar trade, and those countries had a lot more French and Spanish influence than British. So Barbados kind of fell out of the equation there, and in 1834 slavery was abolished by the British. And again, Barbados did not have a native population, so all of the non-whites in Barbados were not of Caribbean descent. They were Africans. So they have a little bit different makeup than other Caribbean countries. And Barbados, they achieved full independence from the British in 1966. And they've become like a full constitutional republic fairly recently. And as I'm doing this, they do have something cool in the middle of the flag. But being a Caribbean island, what do you think these colors mean? Come on, guess. It's real easy. Blue means the sky and the ocean, and the gold means the sands of the beaches. That's self-explanatory. But they actually have something which is pretty cool in the middle of their flag, and I'm just gonna get, it's not super detailed, but I want to get let's see, I'm going to use my 0.3 for this. So they actually have a trident in the middle of their flag, so I'm just going to draw that. And you think tridents, you think like going to like the Greek gods and like Neptune and the god of the seas. Kind of looks like that, but it's a broken trident, and we'll get to that in a minute here. Just want to draw this first. And again, yeah, today, you know, some of the best rum in the world comes from Barbados, and I'm not really a rum drinker. I like my bourbon, my scotch. So you tell me in the comments what's some good rum from that area. Okay, I'm just kind of trying to measure it so it's equal, and it kind of comes to a point here. You know, those are kind of equal length. And it kind of reminds me, you ever see like Aquaman or like any of those movies like about like Atlantis, like the Lost Kingdom of Atlantis, where they have like they use tridents as weapons? I don't know. Barbados was Barbados where Atlantis was, if you believe in that kind of stuff? Possibly. Alright, so we're just going to kind of finish off the details on this trident. And yeah, I don't know. I think any flag with a weapon on it, it's kind of cool just by default, right? I think the Barbados flag is pretty cool, right? So I'm just going to finish this off here. And the reason why the trident is broken is because, actually hold on, because I forgot I was on my point 3. And just for continuity's sake here, I'm doing all my borders on the flag with a 0.5, so I just want to switch over to that. And I lost my train of thought. James, what were you talking about? Oh yeah, the trident, I think, right? Blowing it live here. Yeah, so I think it's a unique flag. It's kind of cool. I like the Barbados flag. Again, it's very different than your other ones here. Color scheme, not exactly unique, but just kind of having that broken trident in there makes it look neat. And then let me just finish it off with Barbados. And that's Barbados, everybody. I hope you learned something about a country that you probably didn't know too much about. And don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. Drink some rum, and I will see you on the next video.